How's it going? It's Wisdom, and I'm gonna show you guys today how I chart. I feel like everyone charts differently. This is how I chart. I basically use simple supply and demand, resistance, support, and I strictly trade price action. So first thing I would do is go on the daily time frame by religion. I will always use a daily time frame, and off the bat, I could see that it basically hold or bounced off $1. I like trading near the whole numbers, like $1, $2, even $1.50 or $2.50. If it's a flat number, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 100, 150, I would always trade around that zone because for me, from what my data shows me, is that I see a lot of breakouts, strong breakouts around whole flat numbers, psychological numbers, I like to call them. But I could already see off the bat that we had a strong bounce from $1. Yeah, we consolidated, but this zone is a good zone to enter for like some swing trades. Enter right here. Like obviously you don't know when you're going to take off, but if you could risk, let's say, if you could risk, yeah, that's pretty much, that's a lot. But you're basically risking like 10% to gain 200 plus. That's a good risk to reward to me, for me. All right, so I will go on the daily. I can already see that we made a resistance at 493, and I'm telling you, it's right close to $5. So resistance is at $5. There's somebody sitting at $5, selling, unloading other orders. That's why we basically can't push above 5. So now that I got my resistance and my support, this will be the main support. So it'll be yellow. So now that I got my main supports and resistance, I'll basically hop in the lower time frames to basically zoom in. So I would like to start with the 30-minute, and I can see at market open, we basically found support around $2. So I'll put that support. We had a panic sell, market open, cleanly bounced from $2 all the way to 4. That's a 80% move. Pulled back, found support near $3. I would say 330, and then we had another big push up, so higher high. So I'll mark my other support around 336, right where these candles closed. All right, so now that I have my support, resistance, I will basically just hop on another lower time frame. And this is basically setting up really, really nicely. So as you can see, what is the trend doing? Okay, what is the trend doing? We had a high, higher low, higher high. Even though it doesn't look like a lot, it's still a higher high. I could say, honestly, I could even say that it made a higher high here, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Consolidated right here for a minute. Failed to break above, pulled back, tested support, and then we had a higher high. And now, what could we guess or assume for our next trade to be? Yep, we should wait for that low, for that higher low to appear. So then we could buy it. We could say that we could wait till it goes near our 45 EMA, buy around here, wait for the price to come back. Obviously, it's not gonna come all the way that low, but just keep an eye on it. Wait for a pullback, buy the dip, then write it out for the next high, and then sell, take your profits. Even if you buy right here, and if it goes above, that's like a 10% move. That's pretty nice. You're gonna risk below this candle, which is like 2 or 3%. Yep, not even 2%. But yeah, that's a good risk to reward. But I would just wait for that bottom. And how could you find the bottom? You can't. It's really hard. I like to use a level 2, but you could ease into it. You don't gotta go in with the full amount in the bottom. You could slowly ease into it. Okay, so that's Siru. Okay, next stock to chart. This will be the last stock I will be charting. Let me give you a good one. LAES. So I had a great trade on this. So I will chart again. So I'll even go in the weekly, monthly sometimes. But as you can see, right in the monthly, off the bat, we have clear support at $4. We haven't even reached there, so that's a clear target. We have all of this gap that we could potentially fill. So LAES, strong quantum stock, well, it's trending right now, but it basically has a good runway to run, to fly. So let's go on the daily. Let's see what's doing. So it just pumps. These candles are really crazy, really crazy. Really hard to read, but I would say just go back in the previous basically go back in the previous price action and see what did the stock do to have a good read on it, to kind of guess what it will do next. Because if you want to predict the right, you got to look to the left. And let me repeat this again, guys, because this is really important. To predict the right, you have to look at the left. So this is what we're doing. $4, clear resistance. Let's see if we have resistance anywhere else. I could even say around here, around like $6. Okay, $6. So that's another target. Okay, we have our support and we have our resistance. Let's go on the 30-minute. What is it doing? Okay, we found support again around $1.50. We gapped up over the weekend, found support again around $2.60. I want to say $2.60. Made a new high. Small support right here at 336. Actually, it's around 324 because all the candles closed here like a wall. We flattened out. So now we're jumping the lower time frames and same thing. Stay with the trend. Trade the trend. Really important. So as you can see, we clearly jumped off the EMA. Had resistance at 425. We just could not pass that wall. And we're pretty much just consolidating around this zone. So this zone is like a really tight space. Really tight space. It's more than like there's more probability that this stock is just going to get squeezed and then shoot up because of the trend, because of what we've been experiencing already. And it basically has a lot of big space to basically run. So it's really bullish on this one. So how would I trade this? Same thing. I would just wait for it to come back around support, enter my position, risk about 2% or break of structure, because if it closes below, then obviously we broke structure. Risk the break of structure and then basically just wait for it to come back to 325 and potentially just break above it and make a newer high. Simple as that, guys. Simple as that. But yeah, this is how I chart, and I hope you guys learned something. I feel like I explained this a little bit wrong or missing some words, but this is my first video. Have patience with me. And well, yeah, if you guys have any questions or concerns, feel free to shoot them down in the comment section. And well, yeah, if you guys learned something, please subscribe and help a small YouTuber out, because same thing like I'm doing, I'm just trying to make it out the hood just like you guys. And if you could help me out just a tiny bit, it'll make a big difference. But yeah, guys, wisdom out.